Hey everybody, welcome back to The Loop, where we've been spending our time together looking at the book of 1 Corinthians. Every day I've told you that I love this book because Paul gives us some very helpful principles. These principles in this book help us understand the right thing to do when the right thing isn't really clear. The people in Corinth understood that because of Jesus, they were under God's grace. Their relationship with God was not dependent upon their ability to keep the law. In fact, they would tell you that because of Jesus, they felt free from the law. And in a sense, they really were free. But Paul wants them to understand that just because you're free in Christ, that doesn't mean you're free to do anything you want. 1 Corinthians chapter 8. In this chapter, the people in Corinth were struggling with an issue. People were eating meat that had been sacrificed in worship to other gods. The reason this was a problem is because it created confusion about who Christians worship. If people in that community saw a Christian eating that meat, they would assume that Christians worship Jesus, but that they were also free to worship other gods as they choose. You and I both know there's nothing wrong with eating meat, but in this case, it would create all kinds of confusion about who God really is and who we should be worshiping. And so in 1 Corinthians chapter 8, verse 13, Paul said this, "Therefore, if what I eat causes my brother or sister to fall into sin, I will never eat meat again so that I will not cause them to fall." This is another one of those principles that can help us make good decisions. Yes, we are free in Christ, but we are not free to do things that will cause other people problems. We don't want to create confusion about who God is and who we should be worshiping. And we certainly don't want to do something that will cause someone else to fall into sin. This is why I ask community group leaders not to serve alcohol in their group meetings. Some people struggle with alcohol. Just come by the church. We have a room full of people at Celebrate Recovery every week who are struggling with this issue. This principle is why I encourage women to dress modestly. Yeah, sure, ladies, you're free in Christ, but you shouldn't use that freedom to cause men to think things that they shouldn't be thinking or to have feelings about you that they shouldn't be having. And so as followers of Jesus, we're not just concerned with our freedoms. We're concerned with how our lives affect other people in their faith.